Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to cleanse this space, to clear out all negative and lower vibrations from our mind, body, and soul, home, and hearts, placing the white light of protection around us with this blue seal. We are going to be reading a book that I was guided to get. It's called I Am God, and it's Wisdom and Revelations from Mystical Consciousness by John C. Robinson. So I'll start off by reading the back and see if we can get more. Upon turning 75, I felt the compelling need to spend time in solitude, to live more fully the mystical consciousness I have been writing about for 25 years. As the experience deepened, I began writing mystical poetry in the tradition of Hazbez, Rumi, Kabar, and Gibran. I did not pronounce those right. Says hundreds of verses poured forth of amazing surprise, and I had found a new voice. Poetry became a new spiritual practice, and wisdom and revolution now flow from the one. And then I think this is a prayer of his. One consciousness. God's consciousness fills the universe. Everything contains and expresses it. The world is alive, awake, and aware. Loving and breathtaking intelligence. We each share the consciousness we wrap it in personal identity and assume everyone's version is uniquely theirs. What does this mean? It means you have direct access to the consciousness of God. This realization alone can begin your awakening. And John Robinson, is a clinical psychologist with a second doctorate in ministry, and he's an ordained interfaith minister, and he's the author of 11 books and numerous articles on psychology, spirituality, mysticism of the new aging, and new activation. So let me see if there's anything that I want to get into. We can start the introduction portion. It says, a journal of mystical consciousness. Mystical consciousness has been my spiritual practice for decades, and an intentional thought-free state of heightened awareness. I sense God's ambient presence and consciousness entering a state of divinity, infused unity. Here I find peace, joy, and love. I receive insight and revelations about God's nature and how our absorption in it transforms our life and experiences. The more I capture these moments in words, the more richly textured and profound my experiences become in my 75 years. I took a sabbatical from professional activities to deepen this immersion. The book you hold is a product of that year. So I'm going to leave that at that, but I can't wait to get into it. It sounds like he has a wealth of knowledge, and I myself are experiencing some of those things that he talked about. I personally can call in God, and I can feel his presence. So you too have that ability to do that. If you are not calling in God and going into meditation, then you are making your life more difficult. During that, you can surrender your problems to God, and he will step in. You can ask him even for signs. I asked him for a sign the other day, and I had tingling instantly on my crown area. So I love you all. I hope that helps, and namaste.